Russia-Ukraine war is said to be ending anytime soon is evidently clear now, but this also means something else. Yes, Ukraine unending appetite for Western it will continue the West led be United States and the European Union has made it clear time and again that support per Ukraine is free of any terms and conditions. That means Kiev can ask for whatever support one's military, financial, political your name in and the West will go out of its way to fulfill it. Why so you dance? This is because the West secretly hopes that such support will reap dividends soon then later in form of Ukraine's victory and more importantly Russia's recent defeat is worse, but such an approach by the West is creating crisis for them back home and they will. Russia-Ukraine war is said to be ending anytime soon is evidently clear now, but this also means something else. Yes, Ukraine unending appetite for Western it will continue the West led be United States and the European Union has made it clear time and again that support per Ukraine is free of any terms and conditions. That means Kiev can ask for whatever support one's military, financial, political your name in and the West will go out of its way to fulfill it. Why so you dance? This is because the West secretly hopes that such support will reap dividends soon then later in form of Ukraine's victory and more importantly Russia's recent defeat is worse, but such an approach by the West is creating crisis for them back home and they will realize it now. Hello and welcome, I am Sanveer Singh at your watching first post. I think everyone is now sufficiently with net official site this very recently and definitely NATO USA European Union they're all very what NATO help special meeting of the Lighthouse directors on Tuesday to discuss way story film number nations is when stop fans to support Ukraine. NATO has almost all odds inventory online and those inventory are now fast depleted. To solve problem you need to acknowledge that is it is in the first place. To be fair, the West has finally acknowledged this issue just bold they use High Representative for Foreign Affairs and Security Policy Seni Putti military stocks of most European NATO member states have been I wouldn't say exhaust but depleted in high portion because we have been providing a lot of capacity to be Ukrainians. You say Ukraine doesn't care much about LS inventor is all it knows is that these countries on top quality tanks, missiles and other weapons which help them immensely to fight Russian take the United States fan money. To member nations Washington has provided the maximum military aid amounting to $15.2 billion to create. This includes 755 howitzers and long-range heavy artillery like HIMARS. Ukraine daily wants supply of these words to continue but there is one key problem with this assistance to keep the war nation is finishing ammunition first then it can you ever been manufactured according to Dev Devshar and associate professor and senior military fellow at the U.S. National Defense University. 30,000 run for 155 howitzers take about here to be manufactured and how quickly is Ukraine finishing these RAS 2 weeks 14 days. That's it here the West clear English tax come to force start giving it to Ukraine without realize in case trace it will have its only in when 30 days before that during feast time these countries in the West manufacture weapons very slow pace in line with their countries. Ukraine joined all of it got depleted in a jiffy. Now US is left with two options: stop aid to Ukraine or continue to supply its own reserves according to CNBC.